Welcome guys to Dogs of War YouTube channel. Today we got an X-Wing tournament, round 1. Commentators, we have Wendy.
Hi.
I'm Tony.
Howdy.
Tree.
Hello.
And me, Jesus. And we got Tony on the left versus John on the right.
It's a battle of the B-Wings going on here.
Yep.
And I just have to say that I love the way you guys have placed the asteroids. Like,
yeah,
they're like off to the side.
We don't like asteroids.
You're only going to use half the...
Symmetrical asteroid placement. So yeah, John is running 4 B-Wings and 1 Z95 Headhunter with no upgrades on anything, which is nuts. I didn't even think about it, and I should have.
It's something like 36 hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a lot to get
beefy.
through on the board.
And on the left side, I'm running basically 3 identical B-Wings. All of them have heavy laser cannon and sensor jammers.
So that's a lot of hit points to...
A little bit of defense. I think the problem was everybody I was playing that day knew how to get around the sensor jammer. Not a lot of people play it, so if you throw it at them, they have to change their tactics. They have
What the sensor
focus.
jammer does?
It allows you to change, when you're defending, allows you to change the attacker's die if he rolls a hit to a focus, and that die cannot be re-rolled.
Oh.
So if the attacker didn't take a focus action, that die is dead.
Or if they want to use it for defense, you're forcing them to use
Exactly.
it.
It's pretty good all around. But like I said, if you know it's coming, you just focus and you can deal with it. And that's what happened to me that day.
Or you just roll all crits.
Yeah.
Or that has happened before.
You have microwaved your dice. Awesome. No.
Don't tell anybody.
So the heavy laser cannon also allows him to always be rolling 4 dice. So if he's in range 2 or 3, he's going to be rolling 4 dice on the cannon, and if he's in range 1, he's going to use his primary. So it's really offensive build on Tony's side.
He's also got the defense there, so like
With the sensor jammer, yeah.
Right. It's performed really well prior. John showed up with this like massive rebel swarm.
Well, Wendy ran this same squad I'm running at regionals.
It did.
And she got top 16. She got 16th place. Did better than me with my 2 Falcon build. So I figured I'd give it a try finally, and I didn't like the results.
should have stuck with the 2 Falcons.
I should have.
He's been doing great in the league.
That's true.
So here you're just moving 1 forward?
Inching forward.
Yeah, it's the way I play in tournaments. I like to let the opponent tip his hand. Unfortunately, John knows this, so he's doing the same thing. And
he stopped doing that now.
yeah, apparently
He's decided he wants to get into range here.
And this is definitely a strafing, a couple of strafing builds.
Damn, John, that's a big head.
Shiny.
Oh, you guys.
Sorry, John. I was just making fun, man. We love you, man.
So flying these things in formation, each of them hitting with 3 dice minimum.
This looks like the back row is going to be out. The front row will be in range at range 3.
And he's moving his whole squad and then deciding which actions he wants to take, I think. So we're measuring here probably for target locks.
Yeah.
It's rough. I don't think that I would run B-Wings without the upgrades, but it works for some people. It works, and
I would think it's got to be. It's tough to spend that extra 7 points a ship to be able to get that 4th die.
It is.
When for the cost of the 3 heavy lasers, you can almost get a 4th B-Wing, which has
That's exactly
more
21
dice and
points,
a
yeah.
lot more hit points.
Yeah.
Z95 is just kind of flying around the asteroids.
He's bringing it in to flank and be annoying.
Yeah.
And so I think I picked up on that and decided to break my squad to just take care of it. And that was what turned out to be my fatal mistake.
You put all 3 of them against it?
No, just one.
Just one.
Just
Okay.
the one on the outside I turned out. Kept 2 focused, but I should have kept all 3 focused.
And just ignored it? Sorry.
I should have ignored
That's
it.
okay. Because B-Wing only rolls 1
Defense dice?
dice, and
Yeah, B-Wing.
that makes it a little more.
And here I am using the
difficult.
electronic dice.
Shake of the app.
Yay!
Yes.
And oh my god, so much people hate that.
They really do, and I don't. In fact, this round I was playing at another table with somebody who really just he didn't have a problem with me using it, but he really felt like it wasn't going to be random enough. And let me just tell you, the dice on that game was all over the place. And I asked him at the end, I said, "Okay, well, do you believe me now?" Because it really was hard. It was heartbreaking.
At the end of the day, it just doesn't matter. You know, it's made by FFG. It's sanctioned.
It's sanctioned.
You know.
I was not aware when we did previous commentary that it was like an official Fantasy Flight product.
Yeah.
So I kind of questioned it too. I was like, oh, it's interesting that they let you use like an independent app like that. But if it's made by the company, then they're intending you to use it. It's a product.
Yep. Right.
It's no different than buying their pack of dice off the shelf and rolling them.
Exactly. And my problem is my phone battery. I can't keep my phone alive long enough, so I end up breaking out real dice anyway.
So, and just in tournament rules, if your opponent, you have to allow your opponent to use the electronic dice. So if you were playing somebody who wanted to use electronic dice but didn't have the app, you're supposed to allow them to use your dice. Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
Which is the same. You're supposed to allow them to, if you're using non-standard templates, like if you have Team Covenant templates or something like that, you're supposed to allow your opponent to use your templates if they want. So
you know what I saw right there? I saw someone turn a hit into a focus and
It's
not
exactly.
have a focus to turn it back.
Exactly.
See, there
Now
it
he's
is.
going very offensive. He uses target locks. I don't remember if he changes his tactic, but yeah, it's really good. With a target lock, it doesn't matter if I turn it over, you can't re-roll it, so it's just dead. Saving a hit on a B-wing can be huge.
Yeah.
Now, with the sensor jammer, can you choose to do it either before or after the target lock, or does it have to be in one of those specific windows?
It's the very first modify action.
All right, so before he gets the chance to reroll with the...
Yes. The defender would always have the first chance to modify the attack dice.
now, does that work if he re-rolls and rolls a hit?
No. Your chance to do it... Well, that's a good question. If I haven't used it, I should be... Well, it depends on which... Is that considered a modify step after the target lock is re-rolled?
My guess is probably something similar to the way heavy laser cannon works, where on the initial roll it turns all of your crits into hit, but if you re-roll with a target lock, it does not change them.
Right.
Yep.
So you probably have to... You're hoping for him to roll at least one hit in that opening roll just to turn it over to a focus.
Well, and that's the thing. If you also had focus with the target lock, you spend the target lock roll. If you rolled focus, you'd then be able to modify the focus. So I'm assuming that after the target lock roll, I could still do it if I hadn't done it already.
All right.
A good question.
Somebody knows the answer. Let us know.
The text on the card says I can change one, which means if I have done it, I've already changed one, and I can't change the second one.
Well, if you've changed it, then he can't re-roll it, so if he doesn't have the focus, he's SOL.
Yes. Yeah, but in the case where that he rolls all blanks, I have no option to lock them.
Now I'm curious here. You continue to go one forward.
It should have been the two that were in line, but I turned the back one out. I'm pretty sure.
That was more. Okay, you're gonna barrel roll in. That's what I was wondering about, because it looked like if John had moved more than like a one forward, then there wasn't going to be any way for you to be shooting at him.
Yeah, and I think it's worth getting in someone's way in a strafe just to make sure you can have a close range shot. And here's where I make the biggest mistake in the game. Now the roll was good, but I stuck with it too long and it just did me in.
Ooh, it was a perfect range.
So I do the target lock on the Z, and I'm fairly confident the Z is going to turn into me here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go all the way around the asteroids to try to get back in from behind you, because at that point you're going to have K-turned and you'll be back facing him.
Yeah, and this is an interesting move by John. I would have expected him to continue moving one forward so that it's just to get as many initial attacks as possible before having to turn around. But
I get what you're saying.
He may have just been wanting to get some range one shots right now.
Yeah, try to take out one of your beasts. If you've had one beast looks like lost a couple of shields and that's about it. He's got one that is totally out of shields.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I destroyed one of them this turn, but if you remove one of my three,
It hurts a lot more than him losing one of his 5 ships.
It's definitely going to hurt a lot more. So there's the Z turning into me here.
So all you guys have all of the exact same pilot skills in this one, don't you?
Yes, they're all 2s, and so we... let's see. I run a 99 point list, so I do have initiative.
Yep.
So... Is this exactly 100?
It was exactly 100.
Wow. Squeezing every point possible.
Yep. Was it 22 points for B and then 12 points for the lowest level Z95?
Oh, that's right. It is a 22. 22 and 7 and 4 is 33. So
yep.
Yeah. So 22s, and the Z is a 12.
So here you.
So that would be my B-wing trying to take the Z out, and I believe I got it down to 1 health, and that was all I could do. And it's heartbreaking.
I mean, odds weren't good for you to kill it in 1 shot, but
no. But after a shot like that, I'm thinking, oh, 1 more shot, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
you didn't even use your target lock.
Yeah, I would have rolled all hits if I didn't spend it.
Yeah, it looks like he had probably just 1 evaded.
And the thing is, same pilot skill is good for maneuvering, but it's bad if I kill one of his B-wings, it still gets to shoot at me.
Yep.
So I don't get to remove it, the danger for this round, which that was actually also painful. Unfortunately, there's no other way to run the list I'm running with a higher pilot skill, so I'm stuck with the 2s. But a couple of range 1 shots with the B-wings, keep the crits. It's nice to have. Here's the return salvo.
So it looks like nobody got blown up on his side.
You see his tactic changed. He's
focusing.
He's focusing
yep.
now, and it's a good thing because I think that turned every one of those into hits.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was a little devastating.
Some good adaptation by John there.
And that I did destroy his B-wing, but it had a chance to fire back, and that's what just happened.
And he hit you hard.
Yes.
Yes,
very
he did.
hard.
Well, that's the one that already lost some shields. So.
And the thing is, if he rolls Hall Focus, I can't do anything with my sensor jammer.
Yep.
So it's devastating.
But right here, you feel good that you got one of them out.
I got one of them, and I was okay. It's just still pretty early, and I think, well, I'll take care of the Z, and I'll bring my other B-wing back in. Because he's not going to destroy one of my B-wings this early, but I've got 2 out of 3 damage on that one, and so it's not going to last another round.
Which means it looks like it just got blown up.
Looks that way, and that's the thing to do. You should
focus until one's dead, as long as you
Exactly.
can keep shooting at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you change targets, excuse me, you change targets, it always ends poorly. Always.
Yeah, as a hindsight thing for you, looking at this one, going after that Z is definitely a mistake. You've taken 33 points out to go after a 12-point ship that is going to come in and harass you in a turn or 2.
Absolutely.
And you're also going after a much less dangerous target.
Absolutely.
Then how hard does that Z hit?
It's got 2 dice.
It's just 2.
Oh. So.
Yeah, and
so what were you thinking?
well, before this turn, I had a B-wing in pretty good shape. This was the turn that took one of my B-wings out, and I almost got the Z. So I thought, I need to kill a ship first of all, and I got the Z so hurt.
Yeah, you
I
might
can't
job.
abandon it. Yeah, I had to stay with it, and I mean the initial call was bad, but I think staying with it was the only thing I could do.
Once you're there, you're committed till it's dead.
And so things just kind of went south for me here. I didn't see many outs. But John played this squad exactly right.
It is fun. It is nice to see him take that insignificant ship and just bait it out in the corner.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, here, have a retreat.
That did exactly what he wanted it to do.
Yeah, we were talking about it later, and he told me, man, you're the one that taught me that don't ever break your squad up for a lone ship. And so when you turned out, I thought, wow,
this dude
that shouldn't have happened. I've probably got this.
There's no way that should have worked.
Right. So
rolling dice off the table.
We lost a die.
And John has been playing for how long? Servers?
What'd you say? I've been playing with him for 4 or 5 months or longer.
I was gonna say a few months, maybe 6.
Okay. He's kind of been there already,
Mm-hmm.
and he did very good.
Yeah, he did well all day.
Yeah. And it's nice to see people grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the best things of teaching somebody a game and seeing how they get better and better and better.
Now this next maneuver, I can't even tell you what I would have done here. Depending on how much damage, it looks like I have another B-wing with no shields on it.
Which is probably the one that is facing down three of its brothers.
Exactly. So I probably, in hindsight, I either pull a 2K to get some shots, or I pull a 4 forward, stress out to try to get out of range of those things.
It's interesting because my thought here, you've got the first shot and that B is probably gone. My thought here is to turn into his squadron, like do like a one hard right into his squadron.
Prevent them
just
from
get in the way.
Either try to get in the way of as many as you can, prevent them from shooting, and maybe take shots at the one you can't bump.
It probably did occur to me to do a hard left also.
Commit your entire squad to that C-95.
Yeah, just
get
guarantee
some points.
a kill at least before I lose my game.
That would put you up on points. That would put you at 34 points to his 33. So
yeah, but then he's just running around the board trying to escape.
Well,
the
then
rest
you run
of the
away
time.
from 3 B-wings.
Right, with your B-wings, which can be tricky.
Yeah. You got at that point, you may even try to, might be able to force him to break that squadron.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's interesting. It's not a given that we're pulling K turns at this point because we're still a little far from each other. Is that a K turn that I did? Yes,
it is. That's kind of what I was figuring you were going to do.
If he goes 1 forward, I don't have him, but I kind of expected him to.
See, I kind of expect him
faster.
to do 1 forward here.
Yeah, I thought I might be in trouble with that one, but we'll see.
Yeah, what are we doing here? We're doing same
Looks
thing.
like we're doing a K, or.
Nope,
yeah, it's a K. I want to take shots. He's got to move forward. He's going to be out in front of me.
Yep.
So,
the question is, did he do K turns as well?
It probably that would have been iffy. I don't know if you're looking at it the way it was.
No, he's jumping right in front of you. That's a nice shot you'll be able to take.
Yes,
unless he barrel rolls out,
which
would put him right into range of his other ships.
Yeah, so he takes a focus.
Yeah, he's saying, "Oh well, that's not good."
And this is where you.
Well, so he's turning all of his ships right into my firing arc, which I like very much.
And you're out of all of them. Yeah?
It's going to be a problem for you next turn.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want to change your strategy midway through either, because I know I always have a strategy when I start, and if something happens that kind of entices me to change it, like barrel rolling right there because I ended up so close to the ship. It always bites me. It always bites me. I end up in my own way, or something else happens. And
There's a barrel roll for the range 1 shot from behind, and then that is the damaged ship, so that could take me out.
He's only got 3 hull, right?
So what did he do with it? It looks like he
went
went forward. So he's got a shot on me, but I don't on him.
Ouch.
Oh, he clips you.
But you do have a shot on any of his B-wings, I believe.
Oh, no, he may have actually missed me with his arc.
Yeah, that's close.
Very close.
We'll know if we shoot at it.
You're right. He did play this. He maneuvered really well.
Well, the turning in, I think he was kicking himself for. But
I don't know what he was thinking you were going to do, but I know if nothing else, he's kind of hedged his bets here, where he still has shots on your other B-wing.
Exactly.
I think
And that B-wing is facing him, so it's just going to get closer and closer.
Yep.
So it does look like he's thinking ahead.
He's kind of made a plan to change targets, which, like we said, is not something you really want to do, but here it's better than not shooting.
So his best maneuver was do a K turn like you did, so he'll be.
If he had known that I was doing a K turn, then he would have been able to kill that B-wing easily. But maybe he's thinking if I get 1 shot, I can kill 1 B-wing and take 2 shots at the other one. So here I am rolling my attack dice and doing damage. And I think that is all I can do. Now I'm defending.
With your 1 dice.
The mighty 1 die.
So I'm trying to remind people when we're doing videos to point to the ships. Here to here. So
there you go.
Tell the commentators what we're doing. So it looked like it might have been a blank.
That was a whiff. Ouch.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's painful.
That was probably on the ship
that
did not have a focus because it barrel rolled.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
okay.
But he still does take a shot with the headhunter there.
Yes. Did it also whiff?
Wow.
I'm not rolling defense, so yeah. Wow. Wow, that's...
Reprieve.
And now he's throwing him at the other B-wing.
Yeah. So 3 dice from downtown.
Just roll, John.
And there's
Tony
drama.
sits ready to shake.
And there's drama, so I change a hit into a focus, and he spends focus to change it back. And so I get the 1 and take a damage, I guess, on my... Well, I guess
yeah,
it's a shield. So
That looks more.
For those of you not familiar with the dice app, if you were looking at Tony's screen right there, it looked like he rolled more than 1 defense die. There's a selection on that die, so even though you see more dice bouncing around the screen, you're really only looking at the one that's selected. So.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's 2 in that
It
case
would be
because it's
2.
a range 3 shot.
Oh, right, but...
Yeah, and if it's a focus, I'll just tell him, so I'm going to change that.
Yeah.
There is
Also,
a way to change it, but...
It is?
Yeah, you just have to deselect and select the one you want to change and flip it over. So
That sounds like a lot of
it can
work
get a little
for-
cumbersome,
Yeah.
but it's easy enough to say, all right, that focus becomes a hit.
That's the key right there. Shut your phone down when you're done. When
Yeah,
you're
when
using
you're not
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go into airplane mode, save some battery.
Ah, there you go.
I would be taking phone calls anyway. So, I'm stressed. I'm not doing a K turn. He knows this.
Okay, you're stressed or the plane is stressed?
Yeah,
Maybe
both.
a little of both, yeah.
Definitely. Because
Right.
my B-Wing just died.
So B-Wing next to the Z-Wing is, or Z95, is going to 1 forward, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Clear the
And
stress.
B-Wing over here that's got 3 guys right next to it. Is he doing a... I don't know. We'll see what you do right here.
It might be, it might be a 1 bank.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Clear the stress, maybe get in his way. At this point, it's as many positive options as I can think of.
So you think going the other way to the left would have been?
If I go in the direction he's going in, even
He's
a
gonna-
1
he might
forward,
bump
he'd
you.
have to go farther forward to be able to...
And you were going
and he
to,
wouldn't be able to shoot me. So if I can
barrel
make...
roll out of his way.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Matter of fact, I think I commented on that. If I hadn't barrel rolled sideways, I
If he
would have
does
forced
if he
you
does a 1 forward,
to bump into me.
yeah.
I would have probably saved my ship by doing that. I was probably flustered at this point.
Understandably so.
I mean, I made the mistake of breaking off, and it's been 2 or 3 more rounds I haven't been able to even shoot at that Z-Wing,
Yeah.
or that Z95, and I just...
Because he's going to probably 1 forward or 2 forward right now. And
You know what I'm probably doing with that B-Wing is thinking I need to hit that Z no matter what. And I wouldn't be able to with my other B-Wing. So
Right.
if I want a shot, it's got to be at the
It's got to be with
Z95.
the damaged one. Or the one with no shields, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So there's a 1 forward. Where
Yeah.
he bumps, he can't shoot.
Can't shoot that one, but he can shoot the
Yeah.
one that's already...
Right.
And that looks like a range 1 shot.
And it's a beauty of having initiative. But still,
it means you get your
there's
act-
no action, which means
Yeah.
if he rolls a focus, I've got him.
This is Headhunter Pilot Skill 2 also.
So 1 forwards, that's predictable.
Yep.
If I had stayed where I was, I would have
bumped.
He's in his own way right there.
he would have bumped me.
However, he has the option...
Well, okay, so... not technically.
Because he can choose which order to do them in.
He
but if
can,
if he
but
starts,
once he
you
flips
reveal,
over
you're
his
supposed
dial-
to keep going, yeah.
That was very nice of you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was over. at this
Oh,
point.
once you flip your dial, you have to commit to that ship?
Technically,
that ship is
yeah.
supposed to do
Yeah,
its
if I'm-
movement and action before you move on
If
to
I'm
another
running a
ship.
bunch of the same number, I'll prop 1 dial up on a base if I know I have to move that dude first,
Okay.
because I'll forget easily. So
But
pretty
you
decent.
can't reveal all 4 dials.
You can
if you're
you,
moving as a squad, sometimes it's easier to just flip them all over and
Okay.
then move them as a squad. But
It
like
com-
in
it-
this case,
It comes down to how much of a stickler
Okay.
your opponent's going to make you be.
if you really like the person you're playing against, you may not want to be a pain.
And
But
nobody wants to be an evil G, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we're focusing. We have learned, and that came to
It's-
it came back to
it's
bite
gonna
me.
hurt.
I'm telling you, everybody that I played that day was used to my sensor jammer.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it kind of lost its potency.
it's part of the double-edged sword of playtesting is you got a great
Exactly.
feel for your stuff.
Yeah.
And so does everyone else.
It's, yeah, because we all play together, so you get to know people's strategies.
It's a little strategic, this build. The Falcons, not so much. It flies around. It's got 360. It's got gunner. It's got marksmanship. It's got shooting. You know, it's
Just
just
roll
a
dice and
tank.
kill stuff.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's pretty offensive.
Yeah, you can't really strategize around it.
So it looks like I think you did enough damage to kill a B-wing there.
But because of the pilot skill, it's going to stay on the
he's still
board
gonna
and
get to
fire
shoot.
back. That's
And
heartbreaking.
I still can't kill that Z-wing, that Z95.
That looks like some crit.
You got someone who can
damage.
you got one who can shoot at it. Or are you saying that you didn't kill it?
I am pretty sure I did not destroy it.
Ah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And that's the heartbreak of this match.
Your first blood stays alive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
there we
shooting
go.
it.
So I'm pointing at the
Gonna kill it.
The Z range 1 primary, probably rolled. It's hard to tell. Evaded.
Ouch.
Can't kill it. Just can't do it.
And I think
And
right
again-
now John is bragging throughout the whole tournament how he's still alive, his 1-point ship.
Probably.
And again, that was the barrel roll you made there. Meant you couldn't get a focus or a target lock to reroll some of those.
Exactly. Yeah, the barrel roll was a mistake. If I stayed in the way of those B-wings, they wouldn't have shot at me. I still had a shot at that Z.
But you would have been what?
Not to salt the wound or anything. But
Exactly. Yeah, there was a mistake.
Looks like I got one hit through.
And a blank on my part.
Yep.
That's crazy. So here he is taking another range 1 shot at me, which I could have prevented.
You think you would have hit it?
Lots of paint. Oh yeah, definitely. I barrel rolled out forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's 3 hits, at least.
I think you are dead regardless on that
You're
one.
done.
Yeah, that's it. And he's already shot, so he's dying. So here I am dealing my damage cards, and technically you deal the number of damage you were dealt.
Even if it's more than enough to kill you.
Mhm.
Exactly, and it gets discarded.
So yeah, you would deal all the damage of the engagement and then evaluate whether or not your ship survived.
Well, it's 4 on 1. Oh, you got this.
You got this.
He's still
John.
got shields.
Oh, that was a whiff.
Oh, look at that. If he keeps rolling like that, you'll be fine.
So I guess
Oh,
I
never
did
mind.
destroy
Read
another
one.
B-wing.
He missed so hard that he blew up.
Looks like his other 2 are fully loaded still, though.
Yeah,
so you
that's
might
the
be
problem.
in a little trouble.
Man, at this point I knew taking that 1 B-wing off of the squad was the biggest mistake I made.
Because you could easily knocked another one.
I should have stayed on the B-wings and killed them and ignored the Z.
And just from the tournament points math perspective here, now that he's killed 2 of yours, you have to kill another one of his B-wings. Killing the Z isn't enough.
Right.
Right.
And if you kill another one of his B-wings, you get to break even points.
That's true.
Well, his B-wings are what, 22 points apiece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tony's are 33.
So if Tony can kill 3 of his B-wings
Oh, yeah.
and he's lost 2 of his own, then they'd be at even
66.
kill
66.
points. That Z was a trap.
It works. It works perfectly.
It's such a great trap too.
It works perfectly. It's
Right.
just meant to go out there and flank and just pick, and annoy you.
And throw
How many hit points does he have?
2.
2?
Yeah,
Well,
2 and 2. That's all.
Yeah, 2 shields, 2 hull.
It's
so
just
4
so
hit points.
couldn't
tempting.
kill
Oh,
it.
a quick
I
kill.
know, I know. I got it almost dead. First shot and then nothing ever.
And you couldn't get shots back on it.
Mm-mm.
It seems. So at this point, are you gonna
That's a
do a
K
K turn? Yeah.
It's got to be a K turn.
Otherwise, that Z is going to be behind you all the rest of the game.
And the B is going to have to fly forward. He's flying after me, so the K will be safe.
My guess is B on the left goes straight forward. B on the right does a K turn.
I would imagine he probably would pull a hard right turn with that left B wing.
Oh, can they do it? Can they? What hard
That's a stress.
turns can it do?
That would be a stress, but it's
But it can do a one?
one turn.
Oh, then absolutely, that should be a
Yeah,
one.
but if
right.
he's gonna 1 turn and move the headhunter and try to 2K turn that B-wing on the right, he's gonna be in his own way.
He might actually just K turn that B wing then, because he would still probably have arc on me if he did
There's
that.
just not enough space there
Yeah.
for all that to happen.
I think if he moves the Z last, I don't think he really cares what it's doing at this point. Where he's got the tier
well, if he's
one.
and if
can
he's in
bump
his own
advantage.
way, he can still fire at
Yeah.
Tony. So
Yeah, and all my shields are gone. I literally have 3 health on the
Yep.
table right now, so it's we're going through the motions at this point. It looks like I may have done the 2K turn. So, stressed and dressed.
So you're just hoping to get.
I need another shot, but there's no way I can kill his B-wings before he kills me. There's, if he has shots on me, it's going to be that way. That's interesting.
He's going to put the Z right on you, so now you can't kill it.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Hadn't thought about that, but
yeah, it's the only ship I could
it's
kill.
the only ship you could kill to pick up, a little bit more points. And
I would like to ask him if he did that on purpose. John, did you do that on purpose?
He's
and there's a
coming in
bump,
with
so he can't focus him, which,
Oh, wow.
if I manage to survive this round.
And is he in the way of his own K-turn at that point? If he's doing the K-turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this guy's going.
No.
Bank's not
Wow,
going to move
he's-
very much at all. So he's going to touch
So
my
he is-
B-wing. He's not even going to be able to shoot it.
He has plowed 2 of his 3 ships into you.
So the B-wing gets a shot, and the B-wings are
And
shooting
you
at each
get-
other,
yeah,
and
you
I
get
get
to
to
shoot it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you shoot first.
and
But everyone gets to shoot.
then it won't matter.
But even if you weren't there, I think all his ships would have collided.
I think so too.
Probably. Well, he got himself into a nice little ball so he can explode out next turn.
Well, but what he didn't do here was stress.
Yeah.
So Tony's already stressed, which means that if Tony survives this round, John knows exactly
knows
where
where I
he's
have
going to
to
go.
Yeah.
So if you stress, you have to, or you.
Well, you
can't
can't-
take a red maneuver, so I can't K-turn. I can't. There are a lot of moves I can't do, and he knows.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, it's kind of 6-1,
These are
half a dozen
2
of the other.
defense Oh, did he not actually bump you with the headhunter?
Maybe not.
Huh.
Well, if he had focus on the table, then definitely.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so we're shooting. So I would have shot at the headhunter.
Yeah.
And not killed it.
And not killed it.
1 health, a B-wing at range 1. Now that's a taste of how the game went for me with dice. Now, I made mistakes for sure, but dice were not my friend.
Looks like you got a damage there.
See, for people complaining about dice,
Direct
critical.
hit. It
Oh.
looks like a direct hit.
Ouch.
I remember
it's great
right.
that you can spot those from so far away. There's just not much text to it.
Yeah.
Looks like one more.
And it rolled over.
Looks like a evade.
Yeah, I think that saved my life.
So
Because,
you
well,
do-
one more damage would have done it.
Well, and here, I think you're basically not moving this turn because any of your green maneuvers are probably going to put you into his ships.
Yeah, and if I don't move, he probably only shoots at me with the 1 B-wing because I
Yeah.
see a K-turn coming there.
I could see him getting both. If he does a K-turn,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. If he K-turns the 1 B-wing, he might get
if he K-turns
wide enough.
both of his B-wings, he'll get out and about past you. The Z is going to move past you. Maybe it does a K-turn too.
So, initiative.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't. I still can't kill one of the B-wings, which is what I need to do to win. Or to tie.
So you have to kill the B-wing and just run for your life.
Oh, you gotta
Yes.
they have to kill the B-wing and the Z-wing and run away.
Oh, to win. Okay.
That's a tall order.
Yeah.
It would have been better if we would have killed the E-wing now, this turn. That way you only had one to deal with.
So I revealed my maneuver, which would have I guess was a
Then a
1
1
forward
forward.
to clear stress. So the Z is shooting me.
And what action did you take? I don't see a...
I bumped so I wouldn't have taken
Oh,
an action.
absolutely right, yeah.
So, yeah, it's as bad as it could be.
He's going all kinds of K... Oh, is he going to make this? He's
Yeah,
going
he'll,
to make
he'll
that.
make
he'll
it.
make it.
3 shots.
Oh, wow.
If he Ks that last one, it's game over.
Man.
Huge. I mean, this was a really good game for John. Really good. Oh, he's
Oh, he's
one
just going
forwarding.
one forward.
Give me a shot. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he's giving you a bait.
Says- Hey, look
Well,
at my butt.
It's the only ship I can even target.
That's interesting.
It's a good move for him because I can't kill it.
What action's he going to take there? Is it just going to, like... He could possibly barrel roll out of your firing arc?
He's
gonna
focusing.
focus.
Or, yeah, it's a focus. So
Well, it's the only shot that you have.
4 range primary. Looked like a whiff.
Ouch.
That was a whiff.
Oh.
Hello, dice. Yeah.
He gives you a freebie. And
So if you don't like
Says,
if you don't like
"Here
the
you
dice
go."
app, there you go. There's your
yeah.
evidence.
He says, here you go, and you say, no, I'm good.
Yep.
However, whatever that dice roll was, it had one
That
hit
was-
in it, which meant there was no hits there.
Sensor jammer.
I think that was the Z. And here comes the B-wing.
Spin it.
3.
So he takes 1 away. Good
There
game,
it
sir.
is.
The game.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was crazy. And here we are talking about how I made a fatal mistake of breaking my squad to go after a little weenie on the side, where I vehemently defend myself. Well, it's a Z. I almost killed it with one shot.
And then didn't take 3 more shots.
And then never killed it for the rest of the game.
It was a good game, John. Congratulations.
Now, here's one question for you, Tony. Where you have less ships, do you think you maybe should have done the asteroids in a way to maybe force him to deal with them a bit more?
Both of us just made the decision early. We hate asteroids and running into them, so we piled them off onto the side.
If I had 5 ships tier 3, I would definitely want no asteroids on the field.
Yeah, and I think I learned that lesson that day too.
And there you
go.
Now
it's arm wrestle.
Yeah, John's feeling pretty good about himself at this point. Yeah, and he had to borrow one of my B-Wings to do that to me. So,
oh, damn.
Yeah, we'll be thinking about that next game, John. Not sure I'll be letting you borrow my ships.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us. See you guys in the next one.